I believed that I couldn't paint until I tried. And that's what I'm trying to do for people, is to give them that opportunity to take away that I can't do it, to I'm going to have a go and see how I do it. There's no feeling like being able to go into a room of people and offer them that same safe space that I was offered. It feels like I'm repaying a debt for what I was given. I have literally drawn for as long as I can remember. I think the first time that I really remember doing anything that was a bit more structured, I was around about 5 or 6, and literally I was hooked from then on. From that point, drawing is what I did. I was very restricted because I just drew. That's all I did. I'd never attempted anything else because that world hadn't been open to me. So then actually going through all these different modules at college and trying things like printmaking, ceramics, photography, it blew my world wide open in terms of creativity. That started as a normal sketchbook with an actual spine. And I just spent hours and hours on this. So there's screen printing, there's collage work, again some more, I think that might have been a woodcut. Just trying out all different kinds of things. I look in this book now and I just feel like I'm 18 again. I feel like I'm 18, just experimenting and finding my feet, and yeah, really, really exciting times, and I feel them all in this book. It captures it for me. It captures those first steps into what it was to be an artist. Confidence has always been something I've really, really struggled with. And I left university and my mindset was, you've got to be really good to make it as an artist, to make a living. And that's not me. That's when I actually kind of came out of university and just went into a job and ended up in an office job, moved into a more corporate world and contributed massively to a real decline in my mental health. That's when things went really, really bad and I really was quite unwell. It was a very, very difficult time. It reached the lowest point where I really was contemplating taking my own life. I was ready to do it. I had everything there. I was going to do it. And something, I don't know what it was, other than the thought of, I can't do this to my children. At that point, I felt scared. That's when I sought help and was incredibly lucky. I had the most fabulous GP. He referred me to start in Salford, which is a creative arts and wellbeing centre, and that was the key for me. As soon as I walked through the doors there, it felt like coming home. It felt like going back in time, connecting with that 16-year-old who started at Nelson and Colne College, of, what is it that I like doing? And just trying things out. I stayed in my safe space for a while of pencil sketching. And then it came to the point of, right, well, I've done that. And it was my own thing of, what is it that I really fear? What am I frightened of? And it was the figurative painting, because I believed with every fibre of my being that I couldn't do it. And then one day I just thought, right, well, surely the only way to know is to challenge that belief and have a go. So I did. As the weeks went on and I was painting and she started to kind of emerge from the canvas, it gave me a little tiny little bit more confidence each time, just a little bit, each week that I went. had it not been for me attempting this painting, I probably wouldn't be here doing what I do now. It became apparent that I could paint, that it was something that I could do, after having told myself forever that I couldn't. It feels now even more important when I look at her. She feels even more pivotal. She is a constant reminder of where I've come from and what I've overcome and what I can overcome. So yeah, she really does mean the world to me. Without starting Salford, I don't think all of those doors would have opened up for me again. I think I still would have been living some kind of a half-life. That's where, for me, the crossover between the art and my actual core well-being started to blend together. And actually, my artwork then became something that helped me to grow as a person. I've just gone for funding to start my first real solid project, which is an arts wellbeing programme, somewhere that people can come and access these courses on an ongoing basis. I want something that doesn't have an end, that people can come to. My vision is that it's something much more long-term. You would not believe the amount of people who come to sessions that I do that tell me they can't draw, they can't paint, I'm not creative. And I try to strip that away. I don't want to teach anybody who comes to one of my sessions how I draw or how I paint. I want them to find how they draw or they paint. That's what's going to build their confidence. It's not about good or bad, it's just different. Everybody's approach is going to be different, and it should be different. It should be as individual as your fingerprint. Every single person is an artist at heart. Everybody is. You just got to find it.